Hey, what's up ladies and gents, SpoonyPizzas here, back with another Player of the Week review for eFootball 2024. Here are the list of players available for the Player of the Week, and we're going to dive right in, starting with Vlahović. Now he's a fox in the box, so his attacking awareness, whilst that is a little bit low, ideally it needs to be around 88, 89 minimum, in my opinion, for a fox in the box. And with his booster of finishing, ball control, kicking power, and physical contact, does make him a nice addition, but I think there's better offerings. I think I've seen better cards from Vlahović in the past, and here is his player skills: heading, first time shot, one touch passing, aerial superiority are the key ones here to sort of make the most of that fox in the box. It is a good card, but it isn't the best one I've seen from him. My man, Paulo Dybala. Wow, I love this guy so much. He just feels so good in the game, and this is one player I would love to unlock. Whilst his stats, don't really stand out all that much, this is one card I just definitely need to have, because he just feels so much better than his stats usually look. He's a deep lying forward as a centre forward, but he can play on that right hand side, the support striker role, which is where I really like to sort of play him, just behind another striker, because he's got one touch passing, he's got through passing, he's got first time shot, long range shooting, long range curler, so he's excellent sort of sitting just behind that striker, and his curling ability and finishing is usually pretty high, as you can see there. So yeah, I was hoping this was actually going to be a booster card, because I could just imagine his curling and finishing being absolutely insane, especially that kicking power as well. So this is definitely a card I would love to have, and definitely going to probably be one of my recommendations in this pack. Luca Modric, box to box. That's very, very interesting. Really high ball control, tight possession, low passing, all good stuff that I love. He's got great balance, lofted passing as well. Looking at his player skills, double touch is nice to have, one touch passing, through passing, weighted passing, and interception as well. And he's got super sub. What a card this could be. What a card. Being Polish, I assume that's Kivior. So looking at his card, I do apologize if I pronounce his name wrong, but he's a defensive fullback. So we are going to be looking at his defensive qualities, which actually are pretty good. 86 defensive awareness, 85 tackling, 85 aggression, 83 defensive engagement. Pretty good there. Decent stamina as well. 92 for stamina. Some good lofted passing stats as well, so he can play it out from the back. And whilst his player skills are a little bit lacking, he has got the key ones for a defensive fullback: interception, blocker, slide tackle, and one touch passing, all essential. Bassi up next, who is a build-up defender, but his defensive awareness is 82, and that is far too low for any sort of centre-back in my opinion. But he has got interception, blocker, aerial superiority, acrobatic clearance, slide tackle, so he's got all the key ones there for defender, including man marking as well. But for me, that defensive awareness is too low to make him worth a choice. Next up is Rafia. Very, very quick across the ground, but sort of lacking that output. Not too bad in all honesty, because he has got 79 for lofted passing and 78 for finishing. Scissor feint, double touch, flip flaps, soul control, so he's going to be like a bit of a skiller here. You want to use him. He's got acrobatic finishing and long range curler and dipping shot as well, sort of make him a threat from outside the box. He has got some decent kicking power as well, 82, so on that right hand side, cutting in on his left or stronger left foot, he could be a real threat. So not a bad player there. Rafa Silva, another player that feels great in your hands, and this is actually a really nice, interesting card. He's got really good tight possession, dribbling, ball control, speed, acceleration, kicking power, finishing. So this player is more of a finisher, although he's got 82 for passing as well. Let's just take a look at his sort of player skills, determine what sort of player he's going to be. Now, whilst he hasn't got one touch passing, he's still got through passing, so he's going to be able to play the ball nicely into your secondary striker or midfielders who are running or breaking through from midfield. Double touch, Marseille turn, soul control, makes him pretty good on the ball, along with knuckle shot, dipping shot, means he's going to be a threat from outside the box. So another very nice card. Angi, who's a destroyer centre back. Again, if you know me, I don't really like anyone but build up players in my centre back role, because I just find they're too aggressive. His aggression is 84, so that's still pretty high, so that means he's going to be very, very susceptible to 1-2s in and around the box, but he's got some speed to get back in and maybe make up for it. But I think he's going to be better if you're playing a high defensive line, maybe using a possession style. He might be better suited to that. And he's got all the key sort of player skills here: interception, blocker, aerial superiority, sliding tackle, acrobatic clearance, all good stuff to have, as well as heading as well, making him a threat from corners. The next booster card is Minamino, and if we just boost his stats up a little bit, acceleration, speed, balance, and stamina all being affected there. Pretty good card, but his tight possession is a little bit low in my opinion to play him in that sort of attacking midfield role, but he can literally play anywhere across that front line and on the right side. I think I'd probably play him on the right midfield side. I think that's where he's going to be best suited, but he has got some decent finishing. And taking a look at his player skills, double touch is pretty much the only skill he's got. One touch passing, through passing means he can play the ball through to your strikers. Then he's got long range shooting, rising shot and long range curler, making him a threat from range. Let's just take a look at his kicking power at 79. So that's not too bad. Ideally you want to be a little bit higher, but with the +2 manager boost, that should be adequate enough to score some long rangers. Next up is defensive goalkeeper from Liverpool, Kelleher, and with that boost you can sort of see a boost to goalkeeper awareness, catching, parrying and goalkeeper reflexes. Pretty good goalkeeper in all honesty. So if you haven't got a goalkeeper to a decent standard, then this is a player that might interest you. He's got goalkeeper, low punt, high punt and penalty saver, so all the key sort of player skills you need for a goalkeeper. And finally, Kamar, probably the worst player in the pack in all honesty. This is probably the one you want to avoid. He's got good low passing, ball control, he's got some good defensive abilities as well, so he's quite well rounded but doesn't really specialize in any area. Let's just take a look at his player skills. He's got plenty here. He's got good cut behind and turn, soul control, offering some okayish player skills, not brilliant. One touch passing, lofted passing or low lofted passing, interception. Sort of makes him good for like if you're playing a high press, I would say, but in all honesty, the worst card in the pack. Now it's going to be very hard to make a top 3 recommendations here. There's so many good players here that I really like the look of. Dalala is definitely my top pick in this pack in my opinion. My second pick would be box to box Modric. I really like the look of him. And my third pick is going to be Rafa Silva. So those are my top 3 recommendations. Anyway, thanks for watching guys. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.